Hello everyone and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host Sheri, and on today's Skincare Saturday, we're gonna do an old-fashioned smackdown. What are we smacking down? Well, I'll tell you. I have a feeling that there are a lot of you out there like me who are not really into wearing like a full face of foundation. I find myself wanting to wear more of a tinted moisturizer, something that my natural skin is going to show through, not look cakey, not get into all my wrinkles and make me just look way down and even older than I am. But for me, the hunt for finding a tinted moisturizer or a serum tinted moisturizer or what have you has been pretty difficult. There have been some that I have been happy with in the past, but I've never really been able to, and you guys know this, I've never been able to really like match myself very well. Usually when I pick something out, especially when you're doing like a drugstore and there are no testers, it's hard to just look at like the sticker on the package and be like, yeah, that kind of looks like it goes. And you know me, when I get home, I'll put it on and my face is yellow and my neck is red. So I did my due diligence this weekend and I went to both the Ulta and the Sephora, and I have 3 tinted moisturizers that we are going to put to the test. I have one affordable and 2 higher priced ones. We're just gonna see what happens. Now, when I went to the Ulta, it was packed. So I did not ask for assistance. I was trying to color match myself. And here's what I purchased. For our inexpensive, I purchased the e.l.f. Skin Tint Light Coverage Dewy Finish Halo Glow Skin Tint. It has a mineral broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, $18. There was not a tester, so I picked light cool. We'll see how it does. For our more expensive brand at the Ulta, I did some research and BareMinerals Complexion Rescue came up pretty high on the list when I was doing my research. Now this actually was 50% off at the Ulta, so good deal.
Damn good deal.
But regular price, it's $39. I was able to get it for $19.50, but we'll go regular price. So this is $39 versus $18. Now, for the BareMinerals, they did actually have testers, and I tried my best. I was testing on my wrist, I was testing on my neck, I was testing on this wrist, I was testing on this side of the neck, and if I did good, I picked out this one. It's called Suede 04. So my plan for today is I want to do an all-day wear test. We're going to do half of my face. We'll do the 3 earring side, and in case you didn't notice, I got new diamonds for the 3 earring side. They're fake. I got them at Nordstrom Rack. But look at how pretty. So for our affordable tinted moisturizer, we're gonna put it on my 3 earring side. For our expensive, now this is the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen. We're gonna do that on this side of the face. And I'll do an all-day wear test today with these 2. Then tomorrow, we're gonna test our affordable on our 3 earring side with our very expensive, very luxury tinted moisturizer we got at the Sephora. Now, when I walked into the Sephora, it was a little less crowded and there was someone that could help me. So I asked for their recommendation on a tinted sunscreen moisturizer situation, a tinted serum moisturizer sunscreen recommendation. She recommended this brand. I'm not quite sure how you say it, Ciele? And I wasn't listening exactly when she told me how to say it, but this is the brand here. We'll call it Ciele. I don't know. This says it's a Tint and Protect SPF 50 tinted serum moisturizer. She color matched me and I just let her have her way with me. She did a little test right here down into my neck and she decided that my color is light medium 04. 4. Now this puppy is not cheap. It cost me $47.67. I know. So tomorrow's wear test, we will do Ciele on this side and our e.l.f. on this side, and we'll see which one does better. Now my face is fully washed and I just put on a little bit of moisturizing cream. So for this half of the face, we're gonna do the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. Say hello to e.l.f.'s Do It All Halo Glow Skin Tint that's worth every e.l.f.ing cent. Get light, buildable coverage with a dewy finish plus zinc oxide mineral SPF 50 sunscreen with no white cast.
We'll see about that.
It sinks in like your favorite skincare for a barely there feel and a naturally glowy complexion. Okay, it says 6 shade families with 3 undertones each. It is recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation as a safe and effective sun protection. So some of you guys out there will be happy with me. I'm putting sunscreen on today. Shake well, apply skin tint using fingertips or e.l.f. Halo Glow Angled Silicone Sponge, sold separately. Apply more to build up your preferred coverage level. Okay, let's get her open and shake her up. Now, don't forget, I matched myself, so we'll see how well this goes. And here she is. Shoot, sorry. And here she is. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, so we're just gonna apply with our fingers on this side of my face. Open her up. This kind of a little tube here. Again, I'm no beauty guru. We're not doing that. We're just gonna put it on half of my face with my fingers, okay? Here's what she looks like. Very runny. Okay, again, I tried to match this myself. I'm gonna draw a straight line down my face. Right now, it's looking a little white. Sheri, did you not do a good job? We'll see, let's get it blended in. Maybe too much? Okay, we're getting somewhere, guys. Maybe I just applied a little bit too much. I am looking a little Casper the Ghost-ish.
Hi.
I think we're pretty good and blended. It is very dewy looking. I don't mind that. My forehead just looks extra white. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So, nothing on this side, e.l.f. on this side. How'd I do as far as matching? I feel like maybe is a little bit whitish, but I'm not really mad at it. Oh, I was gonna say my dark spots, but no, those are my dark spots right there. Okay, it's got a nice coverage, but yet we can still see my skin. Okay, nothing, e.l.f. I think we're okay. I think I did an okay matching myself. My neck doesn't look extra red and my face doesn't look extra yellow, so that's a win. All right, now that we have half in our affordable skin tint, let's do this half in our expensive BareMinerals skin tint. Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid and mineral SPF 30. Now don't forget, e.l.f. is SPF 50. This is the #1 tinted moisturizer in the US with hyaluronic acid to boost hydration for a dewy, healthy glow. It provides 24-hour hydration, builds from sheer to light coverage, visibly even skin tone, and blurs imperfections. It says apply with your fingertips. Dot onto your cheeks, forehead, chin, and nose, and blend outward. Now again, I tried to match myself and I picked out Suede 04. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. It doesn't say anything about shaking, but I'm just gonna do it for funsies.
It's for fun.
Now we're supposed to dot this onto our, sealed for my protection. The e.l.f. one was not. So this half of the face, dot, forehead, cheek, nose, chin. All right, let's blend out with our fingertips. Ooh, this one could be a little yellowy. Could be a little yellowy, Sheri. Let's get it all blended out before we make our final decision. Blend outwards, blend outwards. The feel of both of them kind of feels the same to me. One wasn't more runny than the other. The consistency seems pretty similar, and maybe I didn't apply as much, but this one does seem a little bit easier to blend out than the e.l.f. one. But again, I could have put way too much e.l.f. on.
My elfin pride blinded me to all reason.
Okay, actually, I think we're pretty good. I think that's pretty well blended out. What do you guys think? e.l.f., BareMinerals. What do you think? How'd I do matching myself? Now the coverage is pretty good here. I can see my skin through. My little red dot right there isn't exactly as covered as like how the e.l.f. one covered my dark spots. So let's put a tiny dot more on that little red patch. We'll just do a little dot, try to blend that out a little bit, get that covered up. Oh, that's much better. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn, but right now I'm kind of loving the BareMinerals one. The dewiness, it looks like my skin, but a little bit nicer. I mean, the e.l.f. is kind of doing it too, but I almost feel like maybe not a lot of my skin is showing through. I'm not quite sure. But it doesn't matter what I think right now. It matters what I think later on tonight. Now, I've got a big day planned ahead of me. Right now, it's about noon. Davis is coming over. I'm going to bleach his hair because he wants me to dye it again. Then a little bit later in the evening, I am going over to a friend's house to install the permanent lighting that I have on my house. I got them to get it. So I'm gonna go help them install that. We're gonna have dinner and then I will come home. So I will be out in the heat towards the evening hours. So I'm gonna try to keep this on for about 8+ hours today and we will see how well they do. I'm gonna snap some pictures right now as our before. And then tonight, I'll come back in and check in and we'll see what we think. But right now, I'm really not mad at either one of them and I think I did an okay job matching and it doesn't really look like half of my face is one color and half is another color. So I think we're good. I'll check back in towards the end of the night. Oh, and really quickly, before I forget, I want to remind you guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hype this video. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you spent all your 3 hypes this week on this one skincare video. That'd be okay by me. Okay guys, it's 9 o'clock at night. I just got back from Lance and Mariana's house, hanging the outdoor lights and eating dinner and dessert and all that good stuff. I was outside at about 6 o'clock, probably 6 until about 7:30, hanging those lights in the heat. So I definitely put our tinted moisturizers to the test. Upon closer inspection, and I don't want to judge it too harshly right this second, however, it does say buildable because I was thinking, oh, maybe I put like too much of the e.l.f. product on this side as compared to the BareMinerals side. I know I put less BareMinerals than I put e.l.f., but then it's like, it's a buildable, so they want you to kind of put it on maybe a little heavier. So point of my story is, upon closer inspection, I think you can see the e.l.f. more than the BareMinerals. Just kind of looks like my natural skin. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch up, I didn't blot, I didn't do anything. If anything, I probably had my hands on my face a little bit more. I was probably wiping my sweat. So get a close look. But do you see how I can see there is something on my skin here? Whereas on this side, I don't necessarily see it as much. This looks a little bit more natural than this side. They both feel just fine to me, but as far as looks concerned, and like when I look at myself in the mirror, this side just also looks like, even though they say there's no white cast, to me it does look a little bit white compared to this side. I'll take some after pictures and we'll compare. So, I don't know, but you know what? Really, upon really close inspection, look, no bunching, but I do see some bunching right here. Yeah, the e.l.f. is bunching. Look, there's bunching in that 11, but the BareMinerals, no bunching there. And these and these are like my bunching spots. So I don't want to judge e.l.f. too harshly yet. We are going to test it tomorrow with our very expensive tinted moisturizer. So I'll apply a little bit less tomorrow now that I kind of know. But if we weren't doing another test tomorrow, I might give e.l.f. the boot. Yeah. So yeah, those are my thoughts right now. Tomorrow, we're gonna test e.l.f. against Ciele and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, it is day 2 of our tinted moisturizer test. Today, we will be using the, like I said, I'm gonna just call it Ciele, is gonna go up against Wet n Wild. Expensive versus somewhat affordable, because this still is $18. But $18 is a far cry from the $47 I paid for this. Let's go to the Ciele website and learn why this is $47. This is their Tint and Protect SPF 50 Plus, it says, a weightless tinted serum that doubles down as a pollutant-fighting daily skin protector formulated with mineral SPF 50. And it just so happens that the e.l.f. is SPF 50 as well. Don't forget, the BareMinerals one that I tested yesterday was only SPF 30. So today we're going 50 against 50. Weightless, seamless, second skin with a natural finish. Buildable formula with light to medium coverage. Smooth, velvety, featherweight texture that melts into the skin. Non-comedogenic, acne safe, and made without pore cloggers. Strong antioxidant properties that lower the risk of cellular damage to the skin. We have to shake well before use. Apply 6 to 9 drops directly onto the face. Fingertips, brush, or sponge. Add more to achieve your desired level of coverage. Okay, sounds easy enough. We'll go ahead and apply this with our fingertips and apply the e.l.f. with our fingertips as well. All right, let's start off with the Ciele today. So this is the one that the gal at Sephora matched to me. She actually took a tester, she did a little cotton swab, she tested it all right here, and she felt that light medium 04 was my shade. So let's see if she's right. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, right away, the packaging does say, I spent a pretty penny on this. This is glass. We've got an ombre situation where I'm guessing this is clear and this is the actual color of the product inside. Very, very nice. So we have to shake it well. I've already washed and moisturized my face, so we are good to go. Boom. Ooh, it's like a dropper. Okay, fancy. Ooh, It said 6 to 9 drops. I'm assuming that means for your whole face. So we'll do 3 to 4.5 just on this side of our face. So we'll put one right here, one right here. We'll do a little dabble do ya.
Little dab do you?
Now it does say buildable. I don't want to go too crazy like I did yesterday with the Wet n Wild. So let's just do this light coverage and then we'll see if we need to build up a little bit more to like cover spots and whatnot. Going in on this half of my face. Ooh, okay, I think she did do a nice job matching the color. Sometimes it pays to seek professional advice. I'm just saying. So if you're having a hard time matching your tinted moisturizer, your concealer, whatever it is, your foundation, maybe stop by your local Sephora or Ulta or even like a department store that has makeup counters and ask them to match for you. It's so much nicer and so much easier. And you don't feel the pressure. Because believe me, when I was in the Ulta matching myself, it was so stressful. I'm like, does that look good? Like I was like, okay, I had a scar here. This is kind of white. What if I put some here? Does it blend in with the rest of my skin? What does it look like here? And then plus the lighting in the store is all off. Anyways, point of the story is, if you've been having trouble like I've been having trouble, just ask somebody for help. It's way easier and way less stressful. This blended in very nicely. I do think we need a little more here, and I didn't even take it down my neck yet. But as far as like what's on my skin, not on my skin, it's pretty good. So let's add just a hair, little tiny drops more. Get a little into that 11. We'll do a little more right here and kind of on the nose, and then just a little here. It does feel exactly like the BareMinerals. The consistency of all three seem very similar to me. This is very feather light, like they say. I'm kind of digging it. I don't want to dig the most expensive one, but we'll see after an all-day test if we're still digging the way this looks. And the match, I think she was spot on at the Sephora. It is very light. That's what I like about these tinted moisturizers. Like all day yesterday, even in the heat light, working outside. I didn't feel like there was a bunch of crap on my face. It was just gonna melt off down to my shirt and my neck. You know, we're trying to test like what's not gonna bunch into our fine lines and wrinkles, what's going to be the best bang for our money. Right now, I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. Okay. Let's do e.l.f. on this side. Now, I don't want to go in ham with the e.l.f. Yesterday, I think I went way too heavy. I think we could, even though it said doesn't show a white cast. When Davis came over yesterday, I asked him what his opinion was, and he said that this looked like it was a little white to him compared to the BareMinerals side. But I don't know if it was the fault of e.l.f. or it was the operator error, and I just clumped on way too much too fast. Maybe didn't allow it time to like melt into the skin before I put another touch-up layer on. So I'm gonna try to apply this one better today. But honestly, right now, looking at myself, this side looks good. It's like, that might be her natural skin. I think she's got gorgeous skin. Little do they know, there's $47 worth of product on here. It does melt into the skin. Like you can still see that I have texture. You can still see that there's a little discoloration. But even though you can still see discoloration, it just looks more even to me. Let's shake up e.l.f. and put a couple drops on 3 earring side and we'll see how it compares. So let's do what we've been doing. So we'll do like, oh, see this one? Okay, this one does come out very, very quickly. See, look it. I feel like this is already too much. Whoa! So be careful with this applicator. It just kind of spills out, which now I think we could be in trouble. Yeah, I'm not happy with how quickly the product comes out of that e.l.f. packaging. It just like spilled right out the minute I turned it upside down.
This doesn't usually happen to me.
Look, we can already see it's giving that sunscreen vibe. And this has 50 and this has 50. And when I applied this, I didn't get that sunscreen white vibe like I'm getting here. Interesting, very interesting indeed. Now we can definitely tell I have less today because you can see my dark spots a little bit clearer today, whereas yesterday they were very much more covered up. It's the whiteness that's throwing me off. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like a white halo effect, like right here, maybe even on my nose. Okay, e.l.f. Ciele. The e.l.f. is looking white, you guys. Yeah, sunscreen, not sunscreen, even though both of them have sunscreen. e.l.f. It definitely says, get light buildable coverage with a dewy finish plus zinc oxide mineral SPF 50 sunscreen with no white cast. I think I am getting a white cast, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. So now that we've applied Ciele against e.l.f., they're gonna smack it down all day today, probably till 9 o'clock. I don't know exactly what my plans are today, but I'm sure there will be some outdoor time where I can get just as sweaty as I got yesterday, so we can compare. I'll check back in later. Okay guys, it is the end of day 2 and our test of affordable e.l.f. versus not so affordable Ciele. Today, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a lazy day. I really just lounged around and watched movies all day. But during that time, I did go outside every so often. I fed the outdoor cats, you know, stuff like that to try to sweat a little bit. Also today, for whatever reason, this eye on our Ciele side was completely watering like all day. I don't know if it was because of the air conditioner in my ceiling fan, or maybe I have an allergy I didn't know about, but whatever, this eye completely watering all day today. That said, I do still notice a white-ish cast on the e.l.f. side. But what's more important than that, I've got bunching on the Ciele side. So I still have, even though I feel like I didn't put as much of the e.l.f. on today, I still have bunching right in here. You can see it. And in this 11, I can see it. However, I've got bunching on the Ciele side as well. It's light, but it is still there. So I have a little bit of bunching right here, also in this 11, a little bit. It's not nearly as bunchy thick as the e.l.f. side, while the e.l.f. side is a little lighter today. Yesterday's, it was, I might as well have just put spackle in that crack. But today, it is still there. It's a little less dense, a little less bunchy, and I just think that has to do with I applied a little less product today. But on our expensive Ciele side, I'm still seeing bunching. Again, it's not a lot. I was just examining it more. It's not a lot, but it's still there. And I don't think BareMinerals gave us bunching. I mean, as a matter of fact, I know it didn't. So what's that tell us? Well, here's what it tells me, and Editor John might kill me, but now, tomorrow, I want to do Ciele on one side and BareMinerals on the other. Unfortunately, even though the e.l.f. is affordable-ish at $18, I'm not loving the white cast it's giving me, and the bunching is not for me. That's probably my least favorite thing. That's why I don't like to wear foundation, and that's why it's been so hard for me to find a tinted moisturizer. It creates like shadows and almost looks kind of like dirt is embedded in your wrinkles, which makes them, to me, stand out even more. Hence why I haven't been putting anything on my face lately, because I just feel like, well, my bare face isn't that great, but at least it's better than having a face full of like makeup just bringing out the lines even more and more. So I don't know, it's kind of a bummer to say, and maybe the e.l.f. would work for some of you guys, but for me, I don't know, this Halo Glow Skin Tint. And then also too, it says water resistant, parentheses 80 minutes. So you can go swimming for like 80 minutes or take a shower, but then at 81 minutes, if you get your face wet, it's just all gonna come off. I don't understand that either. The bunching is bad, but the white cast, I mean, for Davis to notice there's a white cast on this side of my face, it's gotta say something, right? Tomorrow is a work day. Yeah, I think I'll wake up and we'll do a half Ciele and a half BareMinerals. I'll go to work all day. Right when I come home, we'll do our final check-in, final results. Who wins the smackdown? We'll see tomorrow. Okay, good morning. I am ready to go to work. All I need is my skin tint. Yeah. So on this side, 3-ring side, we'll do BareMinerals. On this side, we'll do Ciele. Okay, everything's looking good. Before pictures have been taken, and now it's time for me to go to work. So I'll check back in when I get home, and we'll see how these held up. Okay guys, I am home from a long, boring day of work. It has officially been 11 hours since I put on our Ciele and our BareMinerals. And what do we think? Okay, it may be a little bit hard for you to tell in the befores and the afters, but here is what I can tell. To me, it looks like the Ciele. It almost looks like the finish of it almost kind of gives me like a powder, like I put powder over it, and I did not. The BareMinerals side, you can see, definitely looks more natural. It almost looks like, does she have anything on? Did it rub off throughout the day? I mean, I was at work. I didn't do anything really that active. I sat at a desk all damn day. Maybe I was like this or like this every now and again, but it wasn't like I was rubbing my whole face off. I like the way this looks, but then also I know it's gonna sound really weird. just hold on with my logic. I like the way this looks because it looks natural and it doesn't look like I have anything on my face. But then I like the way this looks because it looks like I have something on my face. Like, I don't know, this to me just looks like maybe more natural, yet something's on my face. Whereas this almost looks like, did I put it on this morning, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. That's what this looks like to me. And this looks like, yeah, she has something natural on her face, evening out her skin tone, and it still looks that way. It may have like kind of rubbed off a little throughout the day. Like I think maybe we can see this dark spot a little bit more, but over here, I don't know. So next we have the thing, the bunching. There is, unlike day one, there is a tiny little hair's breadth of bunching on the BareMinerals side right here, but not really in this 11. Now, on the Ciele side, I would say that the bunching here is probably the same as the BareMinerals side. So very, 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 very slight, like almost undetectable. I was getting right up in the mirror to see it, but the 11 on the Ciele side does have bunching where the BareMinerals side does not. Very light bunching, but bunching nonetheless. And I think the Ciele side has less bunching today than it did yesterday. So I don't know if it was because even though I felt like I laid around a lot yesterday, I was in and out. Maybe it was hotter. I'm not quite sure.
Don't know.
I feel like I applied the same amount, so I don't know why the bunching would be less today than it was yesterday. But that's what I'm seeing. So who wins this SmackDown, you ask? Well, okay, if I had to pick between the three, gun to my head, sure, your whole family's gonna die if you do not pick a tinted moisturizer right now. I don't think it's gonna be e.l.f. I want it to be e.l.f., but that white cast, even though they say there isn't one, I feel like I and others around me saw a white cast. It doesn't mean I'm gonna throw this in the garbage. I spent $18 on it. I'm definitely going to wear it, but I don't think that I would wear this to like an event or something important. This might be a more like weekend, running errands, that sort of thing where I just wanna have a more, even sunscreened complexion. That's when I would wear this. I have also decided, even though I was saying all the consistencies are the same between the three, I definitely think the e.l.f. is the most liquidy. Even though they're all pretty liquidy, I think the e.l.f. is just a hair more liquidy than the other two. And again, maybe it's the color I picked, even though I feel like the color was a good match for me. It was just that white cast. And then also, this had some terrible bunching. Terrible bunching on both days 1 and 2. And that is where I put my foot down. That is why I am not choosing e.l.f. as my new skin tint. It's the bunching and slightly the white cast. But I could get over the white cast if there was no bunching. But unfortunately, it's a bunch of bunching. So that brings us to these two. They are pretty similar in price. Before tax, this was $44, and before tax, not on sale, this was $39. So not a huge price difference. And I'm half tempted to say, I think I like this one better, only because of now wearing it all day, I still feel like I have some coverage on me. Like if, let's say, Stacy was like, hey, let's meet for drinks after work, I would feel like I still had some sort of coverage on after wearing this all day at work. Whereas this, I almost feel like there isn't anything there. Benefit, neither one make you feel like there's anything there. All day, my face felt like it had nothing on it, which is splendid. There's nothing worse than like the feel of heavy makeup on your face, or when you touch your face and you look and you're like, oh shit, there's all my makeup right there on my hand. So that is a plus. I'm really not mad at either one of these, but I'm gonna go with the Ciele for more of an all day type wear. This would be nice if you're only gonna wear it for maybe like 4 to 5 hours. I feel like the coverage would stay. But you guys gotta admit, like right now, it looks like I have nothing on my face. While my skin may look nice, because obviously I did put this on this morning, it just really feels like this is natural skin and this skin has some tinted moisturizer on it. That's my feeling. I guess what it comes down to is when I run out of these, will I be repurchasing either one of them? And part of me wants to say I would repurchase this one, even though I feel like I like this one better.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Is it because this one's $39 and this one's $44 and I'm cheap and those $5 are really throwing me off? I know, I'm all over the place, but I'm just looking at myself right now and it's like, this looks like nothing. This looks like a little bit of something, but this looks like nothing. But in the morning and like before lunch when I was looking at myself in the mirror, I was really loving this, and I was loving this on day 1 as well. And I don't know if that was just because it was up against e.l.f., but I was loving the BareMinerals. So can we do it? Dare I say the SmackDown? It's a tie.
It's a tie. It's A tie!
I think it's fair to say it's a tie. You guys let me know what you think is fair in the comments below. And now that I've done this long scientific test, would you guys be willing to try any of the 3 tinted moisturizers I tried? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, but before you write the comment, make sure you give this video a hype. Skin Tint Smack Down. I actually think this was a pretty good one, and I will probably switch off and on. One day, one the next day, one day, one the next day, because I actually do really like them both. Yeah, and maybe I'll use the e.l.f. like on my shoulders and chest area, or maybe my legs. I don't know, but don't worry, it's not gonna go to waste either. And with all that said, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell so that you are alerted to all of the Skincare Saturday videos I push out, which is every other Saturday at 9 a.m. Be sure to hit the hype button and share this video with your family and friends. And as always, thanks for hanging out.